came into college absolutely wanting to study abroad, and that's one of the reasons why I came to JMU.
I do think from some of the students who maybe haven't been overseas before or who haven't spent a lot of time in a really international cosmopolitan setting, that what I'm finding is not so much shock and fear, but just excitement.
But when you're kind of thrown into this new city and you're not being told and carted around everywhere all the time, it's more real and it's more applicable, and it's like, this is like when I get out of college, this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be having to figure things out for myself.
I've gone abroad a few times, and I think each time I do, you kind of learn a little bit of an independence because we're so used to our typical routines back in the United States, and here you're kind of put in this whole new culture and have to figure things out. And you know, we had to figure out the bus route. I had to learn how to wash laundry by hand the other day and cook and things like that I haven't done back home. So you're always just learning new things. And
the water's different, the food's different. We see a great deal of openness from these students to the kind of different flavors, the different nuances. A lot of excitement about the different languages that we find around us.
I think it's so amazing here to really have that opportunity to take risks, to forge your own path, to learn at your own pace, and to engage a whole new community completely different than your own. It's a wonderful way to learn.
It's more of an experiential learning. As opposed to being in a classroom and learning about the history, we're really going out and we're really seeing these things. And it's not just reading about these temples or reading about this church or the Knights of Malta. We're seeing places they were, we're seeing their graves, we're seeing their homes.
Ours is really discussion-based, and while we're here, we're learning about the people and the culture, and that's not something you can be taught necessarily in a classroom. That is something that's really a hand-on kind of curriculum. So it was nice that we got the prep about the country and the people while back at JMU, but once here we get to delve into it ourselves.
The lecture will be the professor setting up the outing. So they'll usually give us a background on where we're going, how it applies to the class objectives, and then we'll go on the outing and they'll give us information on everything we're passing on the way and then while we're there, and then we'll usually meet someone there and they'll give us a tour of wherever we are.
I think just shifting who you are internally can really make an impact long term. So we've done a lot of stuff with them about just what does this mean to you, how do you see this fitting short term and long term.
So we're looking really at how people are feeling and connecting to the world here, especially since in Malta they do live a lot off their land. And they are very passionate about the island they live on, and especially about the sea that completely surrounds them.
So when you come to a city and you get to observe people and learn about them and learn their stories, it's almost like I'm doing a piece of literary journalism while studying abroad and being in a new city and learning some things about myself that I didn't even know.
The professors, everyone who works here is passionate, is engaged, is excited about what you're doing both in and out of the classroom.
For our theater class, we just went to the Globe to see As You Like It. Our professor for that class is really great. She gave us this great background on Shakespeare and the Globe, and then getting to actually see it live and in person was just amazing. It's something you don't get to do in America when you learn about Shakespeare.
It's this remarkable living, connected, breathing body of work, and theater nestles very nicely into it because London is one of the best places not only for mainstream theater but for fringe theater as well.
I went on an outing with one of the other classes, the history class this morning. We went to the British Museum. It's nice that this program allows you to just look at the calendar and be like, that looks like fun, I think I want to do that. And I did, and the teacher was really nice, and she basically just treated me like as part of the class for the day.
Today we went to the eco farm in Gozo and heard about all the different ways they're being sustainable. They talked about society and culture along with the environment, and it was really cool because normally ecology I think about just the environment, but they were also focusing on individuals, saying that if individuals aren't healthy then the society and the environment won't be healthy. So I thought that was really cool how they managed to tie in every aspect.
I think the desire to explore, the desire to step out of our comfort zone. I think it's innate in all of us.
If you're thinking about studying abroad, do it. I mean, if you're even just thinking about it, then it means that you're interested in it. And this is such a great experience.
You get this, possibly life-changing experience that could change what you do at JMU and what you're interested in and what you do as a career. And you get it that much earlier, and that's a really special opportunity.
Absolutely come. It will be the greatest experience of your life.
Since I've come on study abroad, I've grown so much as a person. I'm just like suddenly willing to try everything. Like even just like something like trying foods, I'm like, yeah, like why not?
It's unlike anything that I've ever done before, and I imagine that most other people would have done before. It's an experience that I think you'll only get once, and I think everyone should do it if they have the opportunity to do it.